Going to university can be so daunting for the kids on campus these days, so it's jolly good that administrators and student union leaders at several Canadian universities are offering guidance when it comes to the various complications associated with Halloween parties? Oh yes, gone are the days when someone could don an edgy costume for laughs or shock value. That's too traumatizing for the precious hothouse flowers in 2016. Wearing the wrong togs today might be culturally insensitive or politically incorrect, or worse, it might act as a trigger to super sensitive students. Can't be triggering people these days, folks. Recently, a National Post story examined some of the Halloween university policies across the continent. And at one point, it was hard to tell if I was reading the Post or the Onion. For example, students at Brock University in St. Catharines planning to attend this year's campus Halloween party are being encouraged to check out a website to make certain their costumes are not on the prohibited list. Yeah, prohibitive. Like a firearm. And if you wear something that hasn't been approved by the student Gestapo, the student union, you'll actually be escorted to a room to remove the offending items. Which is to say, don't even think about wearing anything native or Islamic. As well, the Confederate flag, that's a no-go. Oh, and there will be no mocking the trans community this year, as Caitlyn Jenner costumes and masks are banned. And if you're going to apply makeup to make yourself look like a Japanese geisha, well, you're just going to have to wash that face paint off or go home. But the fascinating thing about Brock's Halloween costume policy is that it shows how the progressives have yet again tied themselves into an illogical Gordian knot. Case in point, the Brock Student Union notes there are gray areas when it comes to certain costumes and masks. For example, if someone shows up wearing a Donald Trump mask like this, well, he won't automatically be refused entry. Rather, according to Laura Hughes, the Student Justice Center supervisor, yeah, that's a real title, folks, Student Justice Center supervisor, a person wearing a Trump mask will be pulled aside and interrogated so that the social justice supervisor can get a better idea regarding the intent of the Trump mask. The intent? Well, that's translated as this. If you're there to champion the Donald, well, to paraphrase the soup Nazi from Seinfeld, no party for you. But if the idea behind the mask is to mock Trump for his alleged misogyny, oh, please, come right on in. However, if you decide to dress up as a Hillary Clinton, well, nothing to see here, folks. Hooray for Hillary, that lovely lady who's as pure as the driven snow, and oh, how we love her so, even though Hillary has enough political scandal baggage to fill the cargo hold of a 747. But alas, when it comes to U.S. politics and Halloween, what's good for the goose sure isn't sauce for the gander. In any event, here's my advice to the kids at Brock who really want to dress up as an Indian or an Islamist. Just pull an Elizabeth Warren. Simply claim you're 1/16th Native or Arab, and that being denied the right to wear clothing that's directly linked to your culture is cruel and unfair. And if you can't prove you're an Indian or an Islamist, well, just say you identify as one. And if the gatekeepers still say no, then tell them you might just have to file a complaint with a Human Rights Commission. Trust me, folks, if you use that line on a social justice center supervisor, you're going to scare the living crap out of her. Happy Halloween. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.